Right, glug. Welcome, everyone to the Halloween Horror Events podcast. This is the February edition, and I'm just pouring a beer, so that is the weirdest intro you'll ever have. But welcome to the Halloween Horror Events podcast for February. Yay! I can do this on my own, but I don't like doing it on my own because it sounds like me being pedantic and talking to myself. So I've got my good friend and possibly, I want to say it's probably my best friend at the moment, Mr. Epic Phill G.
Well, thank you for that, but you must be very desperate if I'm your best friend right now. And I just want to say happy bloody Valentines, everyone.
So we're not making any apologies for Joe. He's just not here. We've locked him in a dungeon. He's not coming back out again until he apologises.
When Joe's here, you're on. It's just when he's through. It's that simple.
Yeah. So in this episode, we're going to go through, because it's a bit Valentine's. So what we're going to do is we're going to give 3 houses that we love each, and one that we would hate to be at Halloween Horror Nights. These are not houses that are coming to the event for this year. These are what we would like to come to this event. So don't get that out of your system and out of your head straight away. But we do have some news and some rumours. We do have some confirmations of dates. So I say we get into it with the confirmation. What we have.
Yeah, let's do news first, then we'll do someone's houses, and then, we'll get to rumours.
So it is official. Halloween Horror Nights is starting on Friday, the 29th of August. So we're still in August again. I think we will be for the next couple of years because of where the weekend falls. On select nights till November the 2nd. So are you thinking that I'm thinking? Are you thinking they're going to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday and then go straight to Wednesdays? Or are they going to miss the Wednesday out for the first couple of weeks?
I think they put the Wednesdays in. It's such a popular event now. I just think they know they're going to fill up every night. Also, I just want to point out, officially, it's not longer because it's the same amount of dates. Yeah. But it is the earliest it officially starts because of date.
Officially, yeah, because last year was the 30th, was it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a day earlier, but it's mainly because that's a Friday. So I think we're going to get team member previews on Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, and do you think we'll get that special event thing again?
I'm going to say no. I believe it was a massive flop.
Well, I know it was great for the people who went.
If they made money from it, I think they're going to come back and do it again because there is a lot of people out there. We're not going to say what you are, but you can probably get from our thing is it just doesn't seem worth it. I understand that people wanted to get in the houses first, but it sounded very disorganised, in my opinion, from what happened last year. So
I have no comment about it, really.
Yeah. So that's the confirmed news, and there is a few rumours floating around at the moment, isn't there?
We'll get to the rumours after that. Whose houses do you want to do first?
We'll do yours if you want.
Okay, so I'll quickly explain what's going on.
Mine are very obscure, so people might actually...
Mine are a bit of a jab at some of mine's a bit of jab at the mouse. So what we're going to do, we're going to play some YouTube trailers as well. We're going to tell you the house ideas we have. This is because it's Cupid, this is what we would love, as Simon said earlier. It's not what we think's coming, this is what we would love. Also, I think we might have one each as well at the end of the show, what we really detest and don't want it. But because of Cupid, this is our love, and because everyone knows I like, on our old podcast, the Epic Florida Project, I used to like taking the Mickey out the mousetrap. I'm having a little bit of fun with this. I'm doing something very different. So I'm going to slowly get this all ready because I'm a bit slow at this sometimes. So anyway, first people, my first 2 are going to be Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and the new Peter Pan movie, what is the Poohniverse. So you might be getting an idea. Simon, we are going to screen again. So yeah, again, people, if you're on YouTube, you can actually watch these.
Yeah.
So here we go. Hopefully this is the correct one this time. So Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. This is Honey 2, not Honey 1. So this is the second movie because I like the monsters in it more. So here we go. Oh my God,
Let's begin. I'm going to take you back.
I don't actually think I've seen this trailer either. This is a reaction.
How are you feeling?
I say this is number 2. Good. You haven't seen the first movie. It's kind of like spoilers.
Anything?
Sorry, shit.
Focus. What is happening?
This was the day Billy was taken.
Them kids.
There's Winnie. Oh, so I think they made the monsters better looking in these ones.
Would you reckon a better budget?
Oh, definitely.
Was allowing this horror to rise up.
There's some unsettling similarities to the 100-Acre Massacre.
It's not safe. There have been loads of murders leading to Ashdown.
Tell me everything you saw, please.
I knew this day would come.
All of Ashdown will burn.
See that head getting ripped off there. Winnie the Pooh, blood and honey.
It reminds me of Nixon, Jason, and Leatherface in one.
Now I'm hoping it's going to. I'm going to skip us to number 2, hopefully, because I've just mixed it all about. So hopefully this should take us into Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare. This is part of the Poohniverse as well. This is coming out the end. Well, this should be out the time this podcast comes out.
Peekaboo.
How did you get down there?
Hi, Peter. It's nice to meet you.
Wait a minute.
Creepy old.
What do you remember?
He's close to Neverland, and he must act now to take the children with him.
It's time to collect.
Oi, freak! You gonna pay for that?
Hi, Peter. Do you know what I have?
Don't worry about Michael. I'm going to take him to Neverland.
So if you need a hand...
Have you seen a bus like that in London?
Who wants to
I've never seen a London Underground bus. There's actually what that is. It's a London Underground bus. Where we're covering it. It's a school bus.
It's my duty to send the kids to Neverland and protect them from this world.
In a place where you can be a little boy for the rest of your existence.
Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare.
Hello. Marker.
That's a normal Halloween Horror Nights trick. So, as you can see, that is officially, before I go back into, I'm going to stop the share for a few seconds while we chat. That is, it's going to be known as the Poohniverse. And to me, it's brilliant because it's what you can get that Disney stuff over and Disney can't do anything about it. So it's like 2 middle fingers up to Disney. And you know what I like with Disney.
From what I've seen, it will help. The only thing is with that, what I could see in that trailer, correct me if I'm wrong, but they were American trucks, American bus.
It's weird because it's very British.
The driver's on the right hand side, but pretending that it's in London. Yeah, that's just one of them things when it comes to these budget films. If they're going to make it that's based in London, at least use left-hand drive, right-hand drive vehicles, not left-hand drive. But anyway, yeah, I think it would. I think it would work. There's enough blood and gore. There's a few more
because it's the Poohniverse. You've got so many of the Pooh characters, and right now, people. I believe there's another film coming. I can't remember for love of God what it is. So if anybody remembers that, do comment on YouTube or Instagram or X, whatever you want to comment down below to me and say what the next one is. But I really would love to see the Poohniverse at Halloween Horror Nights. Now, my next one is another dig at Disney. Because you know me.
Didn't see this coming.
This film's not out yet. It's only a small trailer. But yet again, this is the big dig. Whoops. This is the big dig at Disney. Yeah. Right. So we are going to what's called Steamboat Willie.
We're not alone.
I heard stories about a monster that lurked in the underbelly of the ferry.
So the guy made Terrifier 2. That's quite good. Producer, I should say.
It was the worst one of the three, but we'll see. We'll improve on this.
No, this is definitely American.
It's the happiest place on earth.
Yeah, there's
Have you ever heard
if Halloween Horror Nights did do that, there's definitely no way they would be able to actually get away with it.
Excuse me a few seconds while my machine goes mental again. It's on that. Yeah, so Steamboat Willie, I don't think it would be the best thing, but it's just really me being pedantically horrible to the Mousetrap again. And the IP, what Disney has no control of anymore, is Steamboat Willie. So I think that would work absolutely funny yet again. Would they do it Universal? I don't think so. I think that's too far. I think you can get away with the Poohniverse. I don't think they would do Steamboat, but I would love it to happen.
Yeah, I can't say no. They do sound like they're in the horror franchise, so anything horror, you just put blood and guts on it, and it works. So
it's something right. Why not? Now I'm totally 180 in this. Now, if people are listening, they might have heard what I've got coming up.
Well, if you watch on the screen, you'll be able to see what's all coming up.
You won't, because this thing's been pedantically stupid for some reason. So we're just going to get the next one up, and it's on the screen there. There we go.
Have you ever heard Candyman?
Candyman, the original.
If you look in the mirror,
yeah. I know we've had photo opportunities, but it's not the same thing.
In cities everywhere.
35 years in 2 years' time.
Right. Candyman.
It's just a story.
Candyman.
Just a ghost story.
Candyman.
Don't you think old movie trailers were made better as well?
Yeah, well, the whole movie trailer, a lot of stuff that was in the trailers wasn't actually, never showed you part of the film, it just showed you bits of it. You know, teaser bit.
Was attacked, mutilated.
Most trailers now show you the whole fucking film.
Poor Candyman.
Helen, a woman died in there. Leave it.
Everyone knows he isn't real.
That's modern oral folklore.
Everyone. Except Helen Lyle.
Bernadette. It ain't safe around here.
I don't scare too easy. I know about Ruthie Jean. They ain't never gonna catch him. Who? Candyman.
Who is that?
I came for you.
Do I know you?
Now that she is about to discover.
Helen? Get out! Get out!
What's behind the mystery?
I'm sick.
What's behind the legend?
Listen, he's under the bed!
And most terrifying of all, come with me. What's behind the mirror?
He's here.
Candyman. You don't have to believe. Just beware.
So there we have it. We have
it's a great film.
Oh, it's fantastic, and there we go. I fixed that now anyway. So that's my 3 ideas. We got the Pooniverse,
and it would be a nice little thing for Tony Todd as well.
Yeah, I just think it's been. It's like, come on, we've had all the big 80s icon movies. It's been a travesty. I know it's probably legal rights and that again, but it's a travesty not to have Candyman.
Yeah, there is a few other films as well that have not been done, but like I say, they can only do so many IPs a year.
But I put Candyman up there with Chucky, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, all them type of ones. Friday the 13th. They're the 4. What said to me were the big 80s 4. They were the big names.
Yeah, but that Candyman was coming out a little bit later. It was 92, wasn't it? So it was out of that 80s genre. So kind of got pushed to one side a little bit in some demographics, anyway.
Yeah, so that's my. Do you want to get into Halloween? Any Halloween Horror Night rumours? Should we get into some houses?
Well, what we'll do is we'll get into a couple of rumours, and the rumours why I think these are coming is because we believe Mike Aiello is working Halloween Horror Nights again. And if you know Mike Aiello and Halloween Horror Nights, he started off, I think, working as a driver on Jaws. That's where he originally first started, and now he is one of the senior directors and now Halloween Horror Nights. And he had a big part in Epic Universe, so now he's back doing Halloween Horror Nights. And some of the rumours that are flying around do actually quantify the reason why these rumours are flying around in my eyes. Because the biggest one it's been flown around, and a lot of people have been mentioning it, about the Bray Wyatt WWE link coming in.
Wyatt 6.
Yeah. So if you know Mike Aiello is a massive WWE fan, and I'm sure he said in a few interviews many years ago, said he would love to get WWE. And don't forget, they've now got a deal with Netflix. Does seem a bit weird that if they do the deal with Netflix, but Wyatt 6 are on SmackDown now.
Yeah, but in the UK and the rest of the world, SmackDown is still on Netflix. So, but also, I can see as well, they could make a movie.
Yeah,
of the Wyatt 6 easily.
Yeah, so that's one that we've been hearing around, and there's a few rumours flying about the Last of Us is coming back again.
Yeah.
So
too early.
We do have a few other rumours, but they're not actually flying around that much at the moment. So we're going to keep them to ourselves at the moment. We're not going to.
Obviously, we've got the other one as well. What's Terrifier? But everyone knows that one. I personally think that one's a done deal. I really do. I think we can't.
Yeah, it'll be a waste to not do it this year. If they did it next year, I think the buzz will disappear. Even though there is a Terrifier 4 in writing, I think, in production. So, jump while the iron's hot. Sometimes Halloween Horror Nights do miss out on these modern franchises, and then leave until a little bit too late. And there is obviously the other rumour that happens every single year that Stranger Things is coming back. Me and Phil have had a chat about this. We think it's going to be next year because the show's not out until next year.
Right, so why would I think part 1's November, but that's too late.
So that's after the event, and then obviously you've got the second part as well. So what would be the point? It's like doing a preview house. It doesn't work.
Here's something that's just come to me. If they want to keep the hype train going for the new season, why have we never had a Stranger Things scare zone?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the rights. I don't know. They don't want too much of it publicised because, like saying, when it's in a house, it is restricted because when they did the Unmasking the Horror Tour on that one, there was only certain things you could take pictures of. Same as what they did last year with some of the houses, you could only take pictures.
But surely you could just put certain things out from the original movies. Movie series, I mean. Sorry, bit of a mix up there.
Yeah, but it all depends on what rights Netflix have with the characters as well and the set design. I don't know.
The characters with Stranger Things would be pretty hard, in all fairness.
Yeah, because like I say, when they did it with Your Baskin of Horror Tour that I did, which was mainly originals, but there were still some houses that we couldn't take pictures in some of the rooms, and it did surprise me at first. But when you realise it's about another society's culture, I can see that's the reason why they didn't want it publicising, because they don't want to go down that rail for offending people and people getting upset. So I can see why they do it, but yeah, Stranger Things, I think that's a no-go for this year. If it does, you can at us whenever you like, but yeah, I don't think it's coming this year.
But if it doesn't, you can out us and say you were correct.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the rumours that are flying around at the moment. Don't forget, we're recording this in January. There still is February coming up.
Look, if we're going to give everyone the seat, if we're going to peel the curtain back a bit, it's Sunday the 26th of January. Yeah. We're recording this, and we're releasing this out on Valentine's Day. So
yeah, so
a lot can change.
We try and get ahead of stuff, and we did this. We've done this a few times. We've said stuff, and then things have changed. But we're not going to. We don't need to change it. We're only a little podcast. Show us to your friends. Thank you.
I think we could be the only. Oh, and if anybody's listening, don't get your panties in a twist about this. We could be the only full UK Halloween Horror Nights podcast, if you see what I mean. There is great podcasts like the RIP Tour, who's got Gary, who is obviously Britain as well, but that's a mixture. That Ash lives out there. He's an American.
Yeah,
now,
Hi, Ash.
But yeah. So if it happens, we will be two people who you want to get to listen to more. While we record this, by the time this comes out, we may have the news for the UK theme park.
Potentially.
Universal.
There's some big rumours about that, but we'll leave that.
And if that comes ahead, we might start a podcast just about that theme park. I'm not going to do worldwide. Everyone else does the rest. We're just in the UK.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can jump into mine if you want, mate.
Okay, which one do you want to go first, Simon?
Whichever one, mate. Whatever order you've got it in, just play it, it doesn't matter. I can explain them all after.
Okay, we're starting with the IT crowd, apparently you want. So this is a new It, isn't it?
Yeah. It just seems to be a bit more scarier than the original. The other one's a bit laugh.
Series is out soon as well, I think.
Well, the main reason why everyone knows this trailer, everyone's seen this trailer, so I'm not going to upset people by talking over it. But if Warner Brothers is actually in...
There's something wrong with it. I love it. Bang said.
But if Warner Brothers is struggling like they say they're going to be struggling, this will be a perfect time to get them in at some point in the next couple of years, because they'll need the money.
Here we go.
And it's a way to get Stephen King into the event as well.
He's been before with The Shining, so it's not like he knows it's terrible.
Yeah, that's how they got away with that with Stanley Kubrick's Shining, and then they made sure it was Stanley Kubrick and not. There's so many elements in this film. Even just do part 1 and part 2 together. You don't just do one.
I'll tell you once this is finished, once we get chatting properly, I'll tell you what I think's more likely to happen, though.
Yeah, I saw him too.
The Tales of Derry.
That's where it lives.
Carry on the loot there, man.
That kid from Stranger Things gets around, don't he?
I'm saying he is quite young though, isn't he? Look at him now. Imagine if they actually did do this house in September when it was released.
Bill, if you'll come with me, you'll float too.
Hey, Georgie.
You'll float too. You'll float too.
Oh, you get someone doing that. Oh. IT crowd.
Yeah. So the main reason everybody wants Pennywise. Everybody wants Pennywise, but it is one of my favourite franchises.
No, I don't think you'll ever get the movies, but I think we've got a chance of getting the series. What's coming?
Well, the series it's an original concept, isn't it? I don't think it's got anything to do with Stephen King.
Do you want to elaborate to a few people what you've heard about Warner Brothers? Because you sort of brought it up, but let's tell them now.
Yeah, the rumours is Warner Brothers, the studios itself, from what they're hearing, they're in a lot of debt. I know a lot of companies do run in debt, but the problem is this company, Warner Bros. Are not making that much money when it comes to keeping the company afloat. So potentially they might have to start selling off franchises.
There has been a rumour that Comcast is talking to them.
Yeah, and if you think about it, Comcast is possibly one of the biggest distributors now, behind Disney. So, and I can't see Disney buying Warner Bros. Because Warner Bros. Is a little bit more towards the adult range, where Disney, they've got Star Wars, they've got Marvel, but I'm talking about adult content.
It's also Harry Potter, what's already in with Comcast.
Yeah.
It feels like there's an easier agreement to be made there.
Yeah. If anyone actually knows the whole story about it, well, by all means let me know. I'm just going off little snippets of articles I've seen here and there about Warner Bros. Struggling.
As I've said, HHE.
The theme park seems to be doing all right because I believe it's run by Abu Dhabi, the actual government itself.
So
money.
So, it's nice feedback, actually.
Yeah, I need to get out. I need to get there.
I've seen videos. I've never been to it, but it looks good. Yeah. You can stay at the Warner Brothers Hotel, and it's literally a 2-minute walk to it.
Yeah, well, there's a Scooby-Doo ride there. Julie, if you know Julie, she loves Scooby-Doo. So.
Oh, God. They could get DC as well then. And then with DC, Marvel could finally go back to Disney, and DC could take over that Landline's adventure.
It's a lot. There's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of consequences.
Yeah. I would love that as well, mate. Who doesn't want Pennywise? Let's be truthful. If you don't want Pennywise, it's because you're scared of clowns. Yeah. I was about to say, what's her face? Our American friend. I've got a Brain Dead 1990, Dead or Alive, Brain Dead trailer 1992, Brain Dead 2016, official trailer Bad Taste 1987, Brain Dead 1992, Brain Scan 1994. Yeah, I can't seem to find anything. All I'm getting is 1992. Well, I'm going to talk to you people. So how are you all? Are you all going to Horror Nights this year? If you are, do me a favour, because we haven't said it yet. Could you subscribe to our socials, what is X, Instagram, and Facebook, what is all under HHE Pod. And obviously on TikTok, we'll be coming more live. And if this 90-day thing doesn't work for America and TikTok gets banned, for everyone else rest around, we will still be here on TikTok. That is HHE Pod 1. So there's a few things for you. As I say, we're just waiting for Simon to tell us what's going down. I mean, I'm still looking. I've got Brain Dead trailer.
My personal favourite zombie film is probably a film by Peter Jackson.
No, it's not. I don't think there's actually a trailer for it because it is relatively old.
I got. Was there a bit in church or anything?
There was some bits of church.
I've got something what's called Brain Dead, and it looks really old, but the trailer's only 30 seconds long. If you want to see if this is... People, do you want to see this trailer? That's the only way we'll find out, Simon. I will bring this trailer up, and we'll see if this is the correct one. If it's not, Simon's just going to have to explain to us what this is. Simon, as soon as you see this guy, does that look like a part of the film?
No.
I haven't got a clue then. That is the only other Brain Dead on there.
Well, the full movie is actually on YouTube.
What year did the movie come out?
1992.
So that is the ones I've been having up?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, actually, that's the priest who tries to bless him, I think. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Hang on, let's put this trailer on. Here we go, people.
The theme of today's service is the
very
sanctity
Aussie.
of motherhood.
They gave you
that's good.
Don't interrupt me.
They gave
God.
you love.
Look at the state of this place.
Very British.
They give you health. Directed by the certifiable Peter Jackson.
Party's over. Your mother's dead, Lionel.
If it's not one thing,
Kissing and cuddling in public.
it's your mother.
You don't scare me, Mum.
Brain Dead. Next Saturday on Zone Horror.
Well, unfortunately, the trailer didn't really show that much. But
the whole film is actually on YouTube if you want to watch it. But yeah, it's very B movie. There's a giant baby. There's all sorts, and it's just literally blood and guts and gore everywhere, and it's a comical horror. I don't understand why it got banned, because in one of the scenes, I'm going to spoil it for people now, but one of the scenes at the end, they're in the house, and he's literally mowing people down with a lawnmower. by hand. Phill just
This is gonna be a bit of a comedy house, correct?
Yes, it's a comedy and gore house in one. People who watch it, people who understand it. I just think it's an hilarious. I think it's actually an Australian film. Obviously, it's Peter Jackson.
Yeah, the priest. And the priest at the beginning did sound very Aussie, but they all sound British.
And there is a sign
back in the 80s and that, and the early 90s, a lot of Australians did British accents for films and that.
Yeah, there's a scene where I think it's the nurse who's dead actually has had a throat cut, and he throws something at her. It sticks in her head, and then you just see her head fall back, and there's a blood squirting out the neck.
Sounds pretty cool, actually. Yeah, 2 for 2 for Simon. Right, we're going to get into your final one because we've taken for ages. Just for a 30-second clip.
Yeah, this is a very controversial one for some people, I think.
Right. So, do you want to tell people what it is while I'm getting this up?
Yeah, it is House of Wax, but not the one everyone thinks. It's the one with Paris Hilton.
So you want to 2005?
What do you want to do?
Keep
going.
Why don't we just camp out?
Because it kind of just freaked me out when I first watched it. Because obviously people turn people into wax models. And it's a creepy house as well.
Hello? I don't think anyone's here.
Hey, where's that House of Wax? It is wax. Literally.
You're not going to go in there, are you?
It is wax. Literally. I could be an actor if that's the acting skills.
Look how detailed this is.
Oh, I remember this film now, yeah.
It's getting kind of creepy.
Because the thing is, it's one of them that are these mannequins alive or not? And in this, they are.
I heard something.
You didn't see much gore to be fair in it. It was more of a suspenseful thriller.
You can add gore.
What are you going to do to me?
Yeah.
Go, Charlie, run!
They're all wax, everyone.
Because that would freak me out, like the mannequin there, the eyes just move.
Ooh, that Achilles cut out.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the traps are very, very Saw-esque as well.
They'd have to use a lot of mannequins, wouldn't they?
Yeah. That's what I mean. It'll be a cheap house to do it. Like, you just have to have a mannequin with moving eyes. You don't even have to have a person in it. Obviously,
you can't do it anymore.
So, what we'll do, guys, you've just listened to our 6 favourite houses that we want to come to the event.
Don't think they're coming. We want. I'm going to keep reiterating this.
Yeah, we want them coming. Sorry, yeah, my mistake. But what we're going to do, we're just going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in a minute with what we don't want to come to the event. And just like that, guys, we are back. So if you made a brew, enjoy your brew. If you made a drink, enjoy your drink. So we're going to get into one each that we hate to come to the event. But while I was on that commercial break that you probably didn't see, because Phil's excellent editing skills will seamlessly transition us into the same situation. Julie's just told me these 3 films or franchises she would love to come to the event. And they're actually quite good ones, actually, to be fair. I never thought of them, which I wish I didn't know. First one, she would love for the Amityville Horror to come to the event. She's always been a massive Amityville Horror fan. So she likes the original, she likes the new one with Ryan Reynolds. She even watches, I think there's Amityville 6 or something. There's like loads of different films. So yeah, Julie would love for the Amityville Horror to come to the event, which again I think is another Warner film. And she also said Paranormal Activity. That was an interesting one.
Yeah, not the last ones. Not the last ones, because they were
the first
shit.
couple. Yeah, the first few. But how they would do that would be quite a challenging way of doing it, I think. Because you're watching it through a TV screen, and you are experiencing it. I don't know how they'll do it. Obviously,
you'd be in the house. It's that simple. You'd have to be in the house. Okay, what's number 3?
And the third one, which I think everybody, which I'm surprised me and you didn't say it, she would love for The Conjuring to come.
I haven't said it because I've said to you on the phone this week, I think it's coming this year. I don't know why. It's in my head. We're getting The Conjuring this year. I just think Insidious, it did so well. I think The Conjuring's easy. And there's a new movie coming.
It all depends on the rights as well. So, yeah, Julie would love The Conjuring. And speaking of The Conjuring, that leads me into the house that I would never want to come to the event because I hate the bloody thing, is Annabelle. And it's not because it's a bad film. It's a great film. I just hate the fucking doll. It doesn't do anything, but it freaks me out. You've probably listened, if you've listened to this, if you've been an OG listener, I've always had a thing about dolls. So, I just don't like them. They freak me out, especially the realistic ones now. They're just, no. But Annabelle, it's a doll, it's possessed. Kill it. Don't bring it to the event. Bring The Conjuring, bring everything round The Conjuring. You can bring the Nun, you can bring the Enfield Hauntings, you can bring everything. You can be the guy who can't breathe like me at the moment. But don't bring Annabelle. And I'll be very happy.
If you bring The Conjuring, Annabelle has to be there. Because as a doll that does literally no movement whatsoever, it's already better than Megan.
Well, yeah, but it's freaky. That's what gets me about it. Because you think
so it needs to come then, because that's the idea.
No.
Yes. Conjuring, Annabelle house. All house, Annabelle. Anyway.
If they bring Annabelle, they've got to bring it. And then I'll go. No.
Right. Are you ready for mine? And this is weird because I haven't seen the movie. Our friend had seen it, and he thought the movie was rubbish. I didn't like the looks of the trailer, and I definitely didn't like the looks of the stupid thing they had at Halloween Horror Nights last year. And if you haven't guessed, it's the 2025 movie Wolfman. This looks like utter shit.
You've upset him.
Yeah, but that's a different Wolfman, thank God. That would probably... Ginger Wolfman would be better. If you're not watching YouTube, he's got a T-shirt showing with a ginger Wolfman on it.
And I've got a white Frankenstein monster T-shirt. White for Halloween Horror Nights. Perfect colour.
You got to watch Creature Commanders from DC. Frankenstein and that, and Frankenstein's wife, the Bride of Frankenstein, obviously. They're wicked. They're so... Frankenstein is an obsessed nut job who, she will love me, I will get her. For hundreds of years, she's told him to piss off.
Detail... got part of his finger missing, like he does in the film. That's
Detail, unlike HHN, they haven't killed him off. Idiots!
So,
Julie's on my screen.
So you wouldn't want Wolfman. Yeah, it doesn't look the best. Especially that character that they had for that meet and greet for, what was it, 2 days?
It got so beaten up by people's comments that they got rid of it and just left a big sign there for the rest of the season, when they could have easily just put something from Halloween Horror Nights there. And by the way, Halloween Horror Nights, let me have a gripe with you about that. That was a great place to have a photo opportunity. All right, Wolfman didn't work, but you had all these different houses at the event and you could have put something different in there every night, just with the Halloween Horror Nights sign behind it. It would have been fine and it would have worked.
Yeah, well, they had the stages near the bar, which I don't think that worked.
It was quite near the way behind the bar as well.
The thing is, I think what they were doing, they're trying to get people around there. The thing is, that's not going to work if we get... Speaking of that, is some more rumours. If we get a Lagoon show this year, that's not happening at that bar. I can see that not happening at all, because it would just be a viewing area for people to watch the show. So I think it was something they were trying. It worked. Some people enjoyed it, but it was like having Avenue of the Stars that they had last time. You know, the preview for 27, where you walked into where Minions is now, and they had characters from like, they actually had the twins from The Shining and people from The Purge and all the stuff all in there for photo ops, and that was the photo op area. So they need. So I think the front. I'm going to go back to Halloween Horror Nights 33. I'm going to go back a little bit. I think that front of the park was very congested last year. I think they need to push stuff. I know we don't like it because of how narrow it can be, But there needs to be more stuff over in the back part towards Men in Black.
Oh my God, it's so dead around there, especially Simpsons as well now. Yeah, I mean, everyone moaned about the Chainsaw People, but at least they brought life to the Simpsons area.
Yeah, it's just like walking through the theme park with Simpsons area now. Then when you
It's
get
such a big gap because of DreamWorks as well. It's just a
but then
very
you've got
big
nothing,
area.
You've got nothing then, literally from you leaving.
Scare Zone.
Oh, the Scare Zone. Central Park.
Central Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From leaving Central Park, you've got nothing until you come all the way around to Fast and Furious, San Francisco. You've got
There's half a
nothing
park empty.
scare-wise. Yeah. You utilise a park. I know stuff in The Simpsons doesn't fit, but the clowns and chainsaws works.
Yeah, just do that.
You've got the area around Men in Black. Get some aliens around there. You know what I mean? Just add something, especially now they've got that entrance down there as well for the houses around the back for the new tents. And put a bar down there, a proper stand-up bar, not a cart. Put a bar down there. There's enough room down there to put an actual.
Well, so that's what bugs me. If you're not going to do anything, have a bar or something different. Should we leave it here? I think that's pretty much everything we've talked about. I see your I just noticed your glasses from Murphy's Pub on International Drive.
What?
Your glasses from Murphy's Pub on International Drive.
Yes.
I have many of them up there somewhere.
One of my mates who I used to work with, he's actually there now and he's in Murphy's this afternoon.
Nice.
Bastard.
Okay, people, that is it. Next episode, I just want to tell you, it's another themed one. We're obviously going to do the news and that again. I believe, is it March is St. Patrick's Day? St. Paddy's Day? So we're going to talk about HHN drinks, alcohol in Pacific, what we'd like there, what we don't like there, what we'd like to show up there, maybe. Simon will be the expert on this one. Maybe Joe will join us because it's alcohol.
Try to say something.
You're an alcoholic. Because I'm Mr. Smoothies right now because I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight.
Anyway, yeah. So, guys, if you have listened this far, thank you very much. And if you are watching this on YouTube, also fantastic. Thank you very much. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell. It lets you know when we drop another YouTube video. If you're listening to this on a podcast app, whatever podcast app you're using, Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, whatever you're using, if there's a review system, leave us a review. It helps us jump up the chart. Also, follow us on them. They're all completely free. We don't charge for any subscriptions on any of our platforms. And follow us on all our socials. Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. TikTok is the only one that's different. It's at HHEPod1. And everything else is at HHEPod. As simple as that, guys. So, Phil, any last words from you, my friend?
Not really, just see your nightmares and stay epic.
And from me, enjoy your beer, but don't get too drunk. Halloween Horror Nights is forever. See you soon, guys.